Howdy there, folks. How are y'all doing? My name is Rees, and welcome back to another episode of our Satisfactory Let's Play adventure, where today I will not be going on any rants. I will not be raving. We aren't going to be talking about the world or the pitiful state it's in right now. Today we're going to be focusing on the gameplay itself of Satisfactory. And we're going to be destroying the hub today. We're actually going to do it. We're going to destroy the hub, and then we're going to place it back down. But we're going to place it back down in a more... Oh, also, I forgot that the equipment workshop is not part of the hub. It's like a separate thing. I put it there way back in an early episode thinking that, oh yeah, it'll be like a part of the hub. But it's just kind of made it a hassle to work with, you know? So it's going to be broken down too. And then all of this back here is going to go away too. In fact, we might as well go ahead and get started on that first. And the goal is to remove all of these platforms. And we're going to just completely rebuild this area to be more streamlined and more functional and have a lot more sort of storage containers that I can easily access and throw things in, because I end up with an inventory full of nonsense pretty often that I kind of have to deal with and get rid of. And in fact, if you look at my inventory right now, it's just a bunch of nonsense. And it's going to continue to fill up with even more nonsense as I break this down. Concrete, though, isn't really nonsense. We're not going to get rid of these storage containers just yet. We are eventually, though, going to be breaking down all of these assembly, or I should say all of these conveyor belts. And we're going to be adding local storage to the facility back there, and probably reworking the entire facility back there as well to sort of accommodate the new setup that we've been working with here recently anyway. Because you keep in mind, we're no longer producing the steel there, and steel was sort of a big deciding factor in how that place was assembled in the first place. So it definitely needs to be kind of reworked with the new steel facility in mind. And then remember, we're building the Omni facility soon. The Omni facility is going to be where we take all of the different assembly areas. So, you know, we've got the one for the copper, and we've got the one for steel, and that one over there is going to be repurposed as a straight-up iron plant. You know, we're taking all of these different facilities, and we're going to be combining them together into a place that'll manufacture sort of higher-end, like computers, basically. We're building... The Omni facility is going to be manufacturing computers and other goods. That means we've got to get kind of everything back to there, and we don't even have everything yet. Caterium, we don't have automated. Oil... only partially, really just for fuel. So we've got to go do like a full oil facility as well. We need to get to monorails, because once we have monorails, we can ship everything back here. Although, I've been thinking about it, and do we want to do that? Monorail train technology seems cool. Electric locomotive that's used to move freight cars, requires a bunch of power to drive, nicknamed Leaf by Fix-It Pioneers because of its reliability. Leaf? I don't know what that means. It looks like a foreign word to me, and I don't do foreign words. Well, no, that's not true. We discussed it last episode. I speak a multitude of different languages, and sometimes you don't even know what I'm saying. So, I mean, this would be cool, but we could just run like a really long conveyor belt if we wanted to. Where is it? That way? Oh, it's so far away, though. That would it would take so long. But then again, is it really going to be much better building an entire railway? I mean, what goes into building a monorail rail? Here it is, the railway. We'll never know until we get 200 motors, 150 heavy modular frames, and 100 computers, which is kind of, you know, I mean, if you go into what is required for a computer, goodness gracious. We have this automated. We've got cables automated. We've got nails automated. So really the two things we need to automate are the circuit boards and the plastic. Now, plastic's going to be automated over in the oil facility, and it's going to be piped back to Omni facility, where it'll be combined with the circuit boards to create the computers. But some of you, it's going to be combined, I should say. Well, plastic will be shipped to Omni facility, where it's combined with the wire to make the circuit boards, to make the computers, again, at Omni facility. But some of you may have noticed the problem here is that we're going to need the monorail to get the stuff back, or we'll just need to temporarily build a conveyor belt, or I'll have to move it all over manually. I don't want to build all of this by myself manually. It would take forever, so we're not going to worry about it right now. We're going to worry about what I said we were going to worry about today, which is sort of reworking this whole area. What is this? Analysis of crystal oscillators complete. Please choose a new specimen. Okay. Ada? Or whatever your name is.
Quartz-based crystal oscillators are optimal for limited radar technology. R&D has provided a new milestone in Tier 5 with a derived building.
Okay, well, we'll go take a look at what that's all about. Let's see here. So in 5, we've got radar technology. Oh, that seems pretty cool. We'll select that milestone. We need to turn these items in, and we'll get access to radar. Now, what's that radar going to do? Hopefully tell me where monsters are. That seems like a fun thing to work toward, but again, not today. What else can we... Do we have a supercomputer on us? We don't have a supercomputer or a hard drive. If I find one of those, we'll be sure to bring them back in here. In the meantime, got to figure out how to dismantle all of this without everything breaking. Because I don't really understand the power grid we've got laid out here. We can remove these two. The only reason these two are still plugged in is because I liked being able to check the biomass generator, which we can no longer do, but when it was hooked in, it would show you what the consumption versus capacity was. I think we're at about 500 consumption, 800 capacity. These cannot be broken down, apparently. They can't be dismantled. Is it because my inventory is full? Or is it because they're part of the system as a whole? I don't know. We need to build some storage containers kind of over here to move things to. So I guess let's go ahead and do that. Let's see. Industrial storage container. What am I missing? Everything. We're missing literally everything. Let's throw that up there. We're going to need... I think I have everything I need in my inventory, though. Steel pipes, and then 15 steel beams. And then I can kind of empty, temporarily, mind you, empty the contents of my inventory at the moment into this industrial storage container just to get my inventory clear. And then we're breaking all of this down, and we're redoing everything. Hopefully there's nothing disastrous involved with breaking this down. I don't actually know. I haven't looked into it or tested it. We'll just drop this here. Excellent. And can we just store everything? Perfect. We'll come back and get stuff out as it's needed. But for right now, can we dismantle these? Nope, they're just part of the whole facility. We can go ahead and dismantle this. And there goes the hub, my friends. The hub is no more. How about that? Does it feel weird? Does it feel weird to you? It feels weird to me. Okay, let's get 3 back up. And we're going to need concrete for this, naturally. That is something that we should have inside of here. I said we would come back if we needed it. And my gosh, do we need it. We also have access to a lot of concrete inside of one of these storage containers. But we're finally going to build the hub up off of the ground. It's going to be great. Did that connect up correctly? Yeah. We're going to get it centered up on here, and we're going to try to make it less crowded this time. We have an entire world full of space. There's no other people living here, and in spite of the fact that I'm always joking, like, oh, you know, people are going to come live here eventually, we have no proof of that, and do we really want them to? I kind of don't, so... Shrek 'em, right? No, all right. We'll build it right back here, kind of where it was. I do want to move this. Good, it doesn't have that much in it, and I want to move that. And dadgummit, it did leave a chest on the ground, though. We can shove some of it into here, get rid of this. And sort... You know what? Just store all again. We'll go get whatever's in this chest. I don't want this chest in the way. I kind of don't want to build anything anymore if it's going to... Wait a minute. If it's not going to be on like a nice platform and look nice. I mean, I know that that's kind of exactly what we did in the previous episode, just last episode, when we went and built that entire copper facility on the ground. And I made it sound like I was really okay with it and it wasn't that big a deal. But what you folks don't know, is someday... what you don't know is that that was actually just an accident. I did not intend for that to happen the way that it did. It was not my plan. So what happened was I forgot that we were building things on platforms, and I just didn't build a platform. And then by the time that I had realized, I was like, oh no, I've gone too far already. I can't just, backtrack on this and dismantle it all and build a new facility. So, what did we do instead? I was like, Shrek it. Shrek it, you know what? This one's just not good. And it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It does kind of matter, but it doesn't matter because it's so out of sight and out of mind. Maybe at some point we'll go back over there and we'll add a proper foundation to the copper facility. But you know what? At the same time, maybe we won't. Who can say for sure? I'm just making another one of these industrial storage containers so we can continue to store all of this nonsense kind of out of the way here. Give me one of these big boys. We'll line it up. And we will fill it. And then let's take out what we need. So we're going to need this. That's our hub parts. We're going to need all of our concrete. There's some there. And there's a lot more over here. And that's probably all we're going to need for right now. Rampage. How do we want to do rampage? I kind of want to get rid of these ramps, and I want to do this instead. So let's have 3, and then let's get rid of this one. Yeah, and I didn't mean to do this, actually. I meant to hit 3. So we'll have this kind of run the length, encroaching on each other's clearance, you say. Is the vehicle in the way? What's in the way here? It is the vehicle. It's just the tiniest little tire. Get out of the way, you. We'll actually move this quite a ways out of the way. Don't want to think about it again. I don't want to have to deal with that kind of nonsense. There we go. And then this entire side will be a ramp. Just one big ramp. And speaking of, we should probably put ramps right over here. Nope, right over here. And then we'll have foundations right there. Ah, Shrek, I'm messing this up. No, you know what? Foundation stays there. Ramp goes there. Perfect. So we'll have the ramps all along the side here for nice, easy access up to where the hub is going to be. And then we'll do the same over here, but it does require that we move all of these first, so they'll have to wait. Let's expand this platform out a bit more, because again, we don't want it to be cramped. We've got so much room to work with, there's no reason for it to be cramped. I'm kind of questioning whether or not I really needed to use platforms this tall, and I guess the answer is yes, because, hold on a minute. I forgot all about you, didn't I? Come here. Grab all. There we go. The reason is I've already forgotten what I was saying. What was my sentence? Oh, yeah, we want it to be level with the space elevator. I guess I could have done it like a tier lower and used a half ramp to get up to the space elevator, but this is good. This seems just fine. And we'll throw down the new hub. Is that going to be under special? We have space elevator and the hub. Oh my. Why does it look like this? I guess that's just the ground portion of it. All right. So we do want it to be lined up with the space elevator, and we want it to be a good distance away from it, but how far away from it? Maybe right, maybe like right here. Seem good? Is that lined up with the space elevator though? What's it basing that off of? The player is in the way. All right. Let's kind of get it right in there, like that. There it goes, folks. The hub is back, and it's got a lot of exclamation marks. I guess it wants me to look at these things? Maybe? I guess it really does. Okay. It should all be the same. Yeah, everything is exactly the same. These are still back here, and I might go ahead and plug these in again, just for the sake of being able to see the power grid. In fact, let's do that right now. We're going to have to figure out what to do with the power. We'll just plug in one of them. Doesn't need both plugged in, surely. We're all out of cable. Of course we are. All the cables in these storage containers. But we should be able to now just run off over here. Lovely. Run back up. Lovely. Alright. This is going to have to be fixed. Whatever was going on here, whatever led to this decision, this horrible decision that I made at some point, it's going to have to be restored. I'm going to put an MK2 right here because that seems to be as out of the way as I can manage at the moment. And then we're going to power line from... Actually, can we go from all the way up there? I don't think we can. I think that's too far because I kind of wanted to push this back a bit further. But that's okay. Let's go from there to here. And then from there to there. And then... that means that this line is no longer necessary. I want to do this in such a way that it doesn't break anything. I don't want anything to stop functioning. Nothing is plugged in right here, so that can go, I think. Everything seems to be good there. And now we need to connect this one over here. Let's see if we can get a power line to this one right here. Which means we can now get rid of that connection. And we can get rid of that connection. And we can get rid of this power line. How about that? Okay, I think we did it. Everything seems fine. Does this need to be hooked up to the grid, actually? I don't know. I can't remember if we have to power this thing. We wouldn't want to use a power pole for it, though. No. Okay, it doesn't look like it. I am going to hook that up to right here, though. There we go. And then that way we can monitor the power use, or the entire grid from right here at the base. All we got to do is like right-click on it, and you'll see that it shows no power. I think that's we're not generating any power. Consumption, though, that's how much the entire network is consuming versus our capacity for power generation. It seems a bit lower than it was before. I was seeing it spiking into the 500s before, but maybe that's just because maybe all that copper work finished. No, there it goes. Yeah, it spiked back up to 500. I was worried something might have been broken. But here we go. All right, so we've got this now. This is done. And it's a bit tidier. Do we want to put that other thing back here? Where was that at? Under production, maybe? The craft bench? No, the equipment workshop. We want to put this back down, but where do we want to put it? Kind of want to make sure it's someplace out of the way. We could put it between these two. You know, I'm not opposed to that. Maybe like right there. But I don't want to have to like wedge between two buildings to get access to it again. Could just as easily throw it down back here. Kind of out of the way. But I don't want to do that either, really. We could have it right up here next to the space elevator. Yeah, and that wouldn't be in the way of anything. Turn it around so it's kind of facing us. Yeah, that's good. So if I need to work on equipment, I can run over here. That can make me some spiked rebar. Or apparently that's it. Oh, show only affordable recipes. That's what it is. Yeah, I can make a portable miner or a Xeno Zapper or something if I need it. And then that's just kind of there. It's not in the way. I can run back over here to the hub. Kind of like that. All right, it's all looking a lot better already. These storage containers have to go. Can't decide when we're going to do that, though, because that's going to be part of that whole overhaul over there. So I might have to wait till a future episode. Can go ahead and do this, though. And, you know, there's eventually going to be a platform straight through here, so we can just use our imaginations and pretend like it's already there. I guess you could say what we're doing with the last episode and this episode is it's laying the groundwork for upcoming bigger projects. You know what I mean? Oh, I've broken the game. I think that I've crashed it. I hit escape. Nope. No. Yeah, it's just not working. Just not working at all. There we go. Okay, that was odd. I'm not entirely sure what I did there, but the game didn't like it. I also don't like where I've got these electric poles that I've just placed that one down, and already I can tell it's in the way, and I regret it. There we go. So that takes care of that connection, making this one... Oh, hold on. Yeah, okay, so this one is redundant. This one is still necessary because it's sending power to there and there, and I don't think, now that I've done this, that I can actually make it reach from either of these poles to there. Oh, well, okay, that works, so we can get rid of that connection. The only issue now is, can we get a connection from way over there to way over here? Not quite. In that case, we'll just kind of step back over here. We'll make a middleman. That's a tier 1 middleman. This was a tier 2, but whatever. Okay, so this is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5... I reckon we could fit 5 big old storage containers back there, and that's going to require quite a bit of material. But we still have a few tricks up our sleeves. We have a steel facility, everyone, manufacturing these objects. Haha! You could almost argue that the entire steel facility was constructed for this moment right here. This was all just laying the groundwork for me to lay further groundwork, which is sort of describing this entire game as a whole. It's just laying groundwork for future groundwork. We'll grab these, and then I think right over here is where we're going to get our steel pipes. Oh, this is cool! It's just available, and it's ready to be used right now. In the future, it won't be. In the future, it'll all be piped away to the Omni facility, and we'll probably have some issues, and we'll have to work out how to divert the line, the flow, have stuff available for manufacturing buildings and whatnot. You know what? These are all problems for later These are problems to deal with when they're actually problems. This is much nicer. I like this so much better. I want to cover the whole world in massive concrete pads. Kind of want to do it in the game, too. Hey! Hey! What do you know? I'm full of jokes here today, folks. We're going to have to, unfortunately, expand this even further. I say unfortunately, but I did just also say that I wanted to cover the whole world in concrete pads. So, you tell me, is it really unfortunate? Am I really upset about it? Oh, you know what we could do? I just had an even better idea for our space savings. Where did that one get built? How did that happen? What if instead of building them all in a line here, what if we did this? Okay, watch. Well, no, because we got ramps back here. Where's the idea? But we don't have ramps back here. So, all right, let me stop being cryptic. What if we built them all like this? All right, so we do one here, do another one there, and then we turn this around, and we have one here. Is that kind of about the same? Well, kind of no, because this one is encroaching on our space here. They don't have to be perfect or anything like that. I'm not a perfectionist. If you've been watching this series for any amount of time, you'll know that I'm not that kind of guy. I mean, I like it to be perfect, but it doesn't have to be. It's not going to drive me crazy to the point where I have to completely redo it if it's not. There we go. So we can have aisles like that, and then we can have... Well, no, we can't really have aisles over here. Not the same, like the spacing would have to be altered slightly. I need to rethink all of this. Thing is, we need to be able to get our vehicles past here, and I don't mean by barreling through this little alleyway where they're going to hit a rock and flip over. So I want to blow up these rocks if we can, and then I want to leave this rearmost section open for just traversal. So maybe we put the storage containers right here, and maybe we go with the original plan, the perfectly normal and sensible plan of having them just all in a line, as close to one another as we can get them. Just really pack them in there. The issue I have now, though, is, and I'm just realizing this, are they going to fit evenly? Or should I have started in the middle and then worked my way out to either side? It looks like I should have. Well, Shrek me. I don't think they can be placed directly in the middle. Right here is lined up with the thing we've got behind us. That right there... yeah, that's centered. I think. Which means that this isn't. Because I centered it on that, which I'm guessing is also not perfect. It doesn't matter. It does not matter. We're going to use this as the center for the storage containers. Dang it. You know what? I had intended these to be pointing the other direction. But I guess that ultimately it doesn't matter. This one is hanging over the line slightly. I guess this one is too. Yeah. Yeah, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. There's a power line going right down the middle of it. It doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter. Does it? Let's hear everyone say it now. It does. It does. It does matter. And it's done. It's done now. Look at that. Now we can still view the power capacity. We've got all of this storage. Let's move the storage. Let's just break these. It'll put down little chests we'll have to empty, but that's fine. We'll move everything over here now. All right, so we've got that done now. We've got the storage all moved over. Got it all tidied up over here. I did a bit of organizing, so we've got sort of natural things here. Little slugs, bacon, our agaric, and some biomass. You know, kind of got all those over here, leaves and whatnot. Over here, we've got things of the earth. So sulfur and coal and crystals and whips and Mercer spheres that, you know, they're all works in progress. They don't do anything. And then these two are empty, and then down here we've just got this one that has a bunch of just random nonsense in it that I didn't know what else to do with. Before we go today, I kind of wanted to do an experiment. Let's reload here. Can I blow up these rocks? Yeet. Yes! Oh dear, I blew up the one that was sitting on as well. Well, we'll just pretend like it's still sitting on something. That did a lot more damage than I thought it would. We need to get rid of these two. Let's see if I can throw it on just that one. The reason we need to get rid of these, and it didn't blow up these two, is because when I run over here on my vehicle, if I want to drive up here and then drive off the other side, I don't want to worry about colliding into these rocks here. So let's at least get rid of that one. Nice. And then we've had our fun, so we're not going to do that any further. Is this thing loaded and ready to go? We don't really use it all that often, so I wasn't sure. Greenery we can also blow up, or we can just run over it with our vehicle. But I suppose we should take a picture now, shouldn't we? We should go into photo mode and grab another shot of this beautiful, new, recently redesigned base. Look at this, folks. Oh, yeah. What were my other options? Toggle UI, exit photo mode, toggle high res. What's that even? What is the high res? What are the options? Take photo. Why can't I get rid of my hand in the photo, though? You know? Like, that's still upsetting. I guess I could take that as the thumbnail right there. Should I just set my FOV to this at all times? Can you? Well, there we go. That was fun. Let's go to the setup and see. Let's see. Options. Video. Resolution. I don't see field of view. It's at 90 right now. What's 100 look like? Oh, yeah. Okay. I mean, we could just crank it down real low, too, but I'll set it to 120 and see what that looks like. Apply changes. Okay. See, I kind of like it. I think it makes the world look a little bit more warped and wrong, but it also sort of makes it all look a bit more spacious. You know, everything seems a bit bigger when it's like this. Like you've got more room to work with. It also makes distances look like just a real pain to cover, though. And also, I'm sure it doesn't look pleasant to watch, so let's put it back. I believe it was on 90. Why was it on 90? These are my video settings in case you were ever curious. Just everything on Ultra. It works. It's fine. Z buffer occlusion may have performance impact. Apparently that's on, though I don't know what it does. What does 100 look like? Because it's on 90. I guess 90 is the default. But what about 100? 100 looks like it might be okay. And I'm assuming that 90 is the default. Oh, yeah. This is good. We'll leave it here. We'll not go back to 90. Y'all can comment down below and let me know what you think, but this looks actually pretty good. I like it a little bit better. Well, I believe that we are now done for today. We have laid some further groundwork, and I'm quite pleased with how the laying of the groundwork has gone. When we come back next time, I think we'll make our way towards getting radar technology and see what the heck it is. And hey, until next time, thank you folks for watching. God bless you, and I'll see you later. Bye!